Welcome to NC Wine Snobs as we savor the world one sip at a time. This video is a review of our tasting at Round Peak Vineyards, where we were enjoying our next stop for the Winter Wine and Beer Passport. We traveled I-77 north in North Carolina to exit 100. We followed our GPS and the highway signage to Round Peak Vineyard. Seating is available inside the tasting room and also out back. As passport holders, we were able to do 2 tastings at Round Peak Vineyards. Their tastings consist of 6 wines out of their list of 10. We each selected 6. We took our tastings out back to the screened and heated patio. Half wine must travel with crackers. Dry rosé. So what do you think about that one, Tim?
A little bit of berry fruit kind of nuts. I mean, it's not especially dry. It's something you think could go with fish or by itself.
Definitely not for sweet wine drinkers.
No.
It is dry.
Fiddler's red. Kind of a bright aroma to it. Maybe some cherry, maybe some leather. Definitely drier than the rosé.
Yeah, very dry. It's drier than the rosé. Does have some legs. Probably didn't show up on camera. Due to excessive background noise, we weren't able to provide the video from our 2015 Sangiovese tasting. Here are our notes. We found it had a pepper nose, and there was some pepper flavor on the tongue. Please note that Round Peak is selling through the inventory of the Sangiovese, as they will not be producing any more wine from this grape.
So next up is Nebbiolo.
Italian grape made famous by Barolos.
I guess we got to figure out what Barolos is now.
So apparently 10 years is forever. Because they say it's aged forever. And it's a 2012 grape. It's like you get that initial little bit of tannin, and then it just smooths on out.
I think it's bolder than the Sangiovese was, but not quite as bold as a Cabernet would be. Specifically, elevation 1310.
That's got a lot of flavor to it. It's very fruit forward, I think. Tannin, Petit Verdot, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Merlot. Not very much in the way of legs. It's a really good blend. So this is number 6 on their list. It's Flirtation. Plastic, no bueno. Glass, much better. Oh, man, the bouquet on that is wonderful. So this is 1% residual sugar. Because I was about to say, this is for a sweet wine, this is not very sweet. semi-sweet, nice fruity flavor. Definitely not for a sweet wine drinker, but a good introduction to dry, I think. What do you get from the nose?
A little cherry and a little, funk. And not in a bad way. It is where you make the note that it's on their sweeter wine side and not sweet wine. So that's kind of the distinction there. Not bad though.
So next up, it's the competition of the cherries. We've got Tart Cherry, which is 2% residual sugar, then Sweet Cherry, which is 6%, and Blackberry Cherry, which is 6%. So first up is Tart. It's so much fun to do this because you're trying to figure out, I've smelled this before, what is it?
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually getting like an apple nose on it. Okay, I was expecting a pucker Tart Cherry. This ain't it. This is like cherry fruit juice, watered down a little bit, because it's just not, you don't get that syrupy mouthfeel. It's juice.
They don't put a rose on the rose?
I could buy that. See, I was saying sort of an apple juice.
Yeah, no, I get that. Almost a perfumey. I mean, not like Traminette perfumey, but.
Sweet Cherry, 6%. Definitely cherry. And sweeter than the Tart. Kind of tingles still a little on the tongue. So while it's sweet, it still has some acidity. It's not bubbles.
I do like the smell. The aromas are like kind of deep berry, deep cherry, like almost like the juice has been simmered down. Yeah, concentrated. Yeah, but it's still not particularly sweet. I mean, it's on the sweeter side, but I would almost call this like a semi-sweet.
Number 9, Blackberry Cherry. It's like blackberry perfume. It's interesting that they defined it as sweeter wines because they're not sweet, but they're not dry.
Okay, so this takes the previous one, we had that sweet cherry, and just adds some blackberry.
And it's definitely there.
Yeah.
What would be interesting to know is, are they fermenting the cherry juice and the blackberry juice? Or are they adding it into a wine that's based off of a grape?
Well, it says it's 100%.
Oh, so the Tart Cherry says 100%. Sweet Cherry says 100%. Okay, so no grape.
Yeah, I actually like the Blackberry Cherry better than the Sweet Cherry. I think it's a little more complex. You get that tartness up front from and you can tell it's a blackberry tartness. And then it kind of, as soon as that fades away, it's just got this nice semi-sweet juice.
Okay, last one on the tour tasting is number 10, Sweetest Thang Pink. And boy, the nose on that's amazing. Sweet bouquet of flowers. Maybe strawberry. And it is a sweet thing.
It smells sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Very light strawberry nose. But yeah, I see what you mean.
So I think that would be your mom and dad and sister's wine. Most everything else I think is too dry.
But you know, the nice thing is it's not just sweet, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the sweetness is there, but there's a nice tart balance to it too. I would say from the predominant flavor I get is probably strawberry as well.
Mm-hmm.
But there's something else in there that I can't put my finger on.
Well, considering it's Chardonnay, Vidal Blanc, and red wine, which red did they use?
I can't put my finger on what that flavor is, but I enjoy having that flavor on my tongue.
Mm-hmm. Time for a bonus wine. We saw that there were 2 extra wines at the bottom of the tasting sheet that were not included as part of the tastings. So we went ahead and gave those a shot as well. The 2006 Indulgence Port and the Sparkling Elderflower. The port had a nice raisiny, very alcohol-y nose to it. You knew it was definitely had alcohol in it. It had some leather and some chocolate and some coffee notes. Definitely had raisin flavor too. That Sparkling Elderflower is an elderberry flower sparkling wine. It was bubbly and dry, and it actually had a jalapeno fruitiness. Not the spice, just that fruitiness. So it was sort of like a brut champagne in style with a little bit different flavor. After tasting the 12 wines, what did we enjoy? My favorite was the Elevation 1310, and Timothy enjoyed the Dry Rosé. At the end of the day, we purchased the Elevation 1310, and we also picked up Lestroy Chin, a different wine from what was on the tastings, but we thought we'd enjoy it considering all the delicious wines that we tasted at Round Peak. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell turned on. We'll be releasing new content every Wednesday.